What do you feel about the criticism that the administration is contributing to the division in the country by such things as the president calling dissenters bums?
I'm sure that he didn't mean for the whole public to hear that particular terminology. I don't know. I haven't talked to him, so I'm just guessing. I've never heard him call them bums.
It seems like this tragedy yesterday in Ohio where the 4 students were shot, in a sense, that kind of thing can somehow be linked to this sort of unfortunate language. You know, I'm not saying that the president wanted anyone killed, because that's absurd.
Well, I think that the situation in Kent is tragic and terrible. I was just sick when I heard it. I knelt in prayer, and I said, "Oh God, what's happening to us that this could happen in America?" But I also see that some of these things at the universities are not becoming dissent anymore. They're becoming mob action. And this is very dangerous. Now, I think the American...
Gallup does a poll. Who's responsible for the students' deaths? 58% of Americans say the students are responsible for their own deaths. Only 11% blame the National Guard.
What do you think about the shooting at Kent?
The people weren't behaving properly, and apparently they have asked for that sort of thing.
So you think the guard was justified?
Yes, I do. I'm sorry they didn't kill more.
Really?
Yes, because they were warned and they knew what was happening and they should have moved out. If that's what it took to break them up, well, then that's what it takes.
I mean, it's almost like the consensus of opinion in the United States of America that anti-war protesters deserved to die.
Right after the shooting, we were ordered off campus. We had to leave. So I got home. My mother wasn't there. My father walked in the back door, and he looks at me, and he says, "They should have shot all of them." And I said to him, and I never talked back to my father, I said, "Don't you know then that one of them, those people would have been me?" And he just walked into the other room.
The 2 young women and 2 young men killed yesterday are described by those who knew them as quiet and not at all radical or revolutionary. Sandy Scheuer was 20 from Youngstown, Ohio, not much interested in politics and mainly liked to cook. Jeffrey Miller was 20 from Plainview, New York. William Schrader of Lorain, Ohio. Allison Krause, 19, from Pittsburgh. Today, her father read a statement.
She resented being called a bum because she disagreed with someone else's opinion. She felt that war in Cambodia was wrong. Is this dissent a crime? Is this a reason for killing her? Have we come to such a state in this country that a young girl has to be shot because she disagrees deeply with the actions of her government?
A grand jury in Ohio today indicted 25 students and agitators on criminal charges connected with the killings at Kent State and absolved the National Guard of any legal responsibility for the killings.
The special state grand jury said the Guard acted in self-defense. It indicted 25 students and agitators for deliberate criminal conduct.
I returned to Kent in the fall of 1970, and the Kent campus was very subdued. It was a depressed place. It was a changed place.